What is up, YouTube? Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Today, I'm going to be doing my trade recap over the trade I took today over on NQ, I'm pretty sure. If you find this video educational, please give me a like and subscribe. It helps me out so much, and I greatly appreciate it. Every single like, every single subscribe, I greatly appreciate. And without further ado, let's head right onto the charts and get into this trade recap. All right, now that I am on the charts, I'm going to go through exactly the price action today and how I decided to take my trade and what led me to actually take my trade, which means what confluences I saw and what was my overall bias going into the day. All right, so first off, we can see this is when market opened, this little dash line, right? So we can see pre-market. If we want to analyze pre-market real quick, we tapped in this 1 hour imbalance, right? Sorry, we tapped into this 1 hour imbalance, and then pushed out, sweeping out this 1 hour sell side kind of slowly, and then kind of just chopped, and then created this 1 hour sell side. And then now getting into market open, we could see that we sweep these highs at the beginning, and then we dump all the way down to this 1 hour, right? And so once we're down at this 1 hour, and trust me, like this price action is better than ES. ES was worse than this, if you can believe that. But here we tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap after sweeping this 1 hour sell side and forming an SMT with this 1 hour sell side, and then got a pretty strong rejection. And that's when we get into marking out my confluences. Uh, First thing I look for is a 1 minute market structure shift. And what that is a closure above the last manipulated highs or slash low. So this is the manipulation leg. So for a bullish example or a market structure shift to the upside, we want to look for the high to be closed past. And so right here, we can see that on this candle, we get a closure past this high. And so we close past, and then also after we form this little down candle, we have now a low, a high, a lower low, and then a higher high. I count that as a order block. So now that we have a order block here, I expected price to come back. We see, I'll also draw up my standard deviation. We formed the cells, I guess this buy side liquidity up here. I really wanted this levels to be tapped into after sweeping this too. We see that we formed a bullish order block, market structure shift to the upside, and then we also have this little fair value gap down here that gets tapped into, and that's also in prices equilibrium here. So we see that price comes back into equilibrium into this fair value gap, and that's where I actually entered, was on this fair value gap stop loss underneath this low right here, and then take profit at this high, and a low like 4 RR, pretty good. Also, like I knew that price action is like has been bad for like this entire week. So I knew that I probably wasn't going to get like the most efficient trade. And as you can see here, I really thought that we would get this push out, continue, and just continuing to push up. But instead, we see that we push back. And that leads me into me kind of managing risk on the trade, kind of in live action. Was I entered here, and then once I entered here, we see price forms much displacement out after tapping into this equilibrium fair value. That's exactly what I want, to see a big push out. And then we also see that there's this fair value gap that held, and then we push out of the fair value gap with displacement causing what, a BPR. And I love BPRs, and I think BPRs hold very well. And you can see that price respected this BPR like pretty much the entire time. And even here, like price just, it was very volatile here. But besides the point, we see that we make a BPR. I really wanted to see price come here. We see that we disrespect the BPR, which wasn't, enough to take me out of the trade yet because we still were maybe retesting into this order block that was formed. And so I was still giving like price room to like kind of breathe. And then we can also see if we take equilibrium of this range in discount, there's also a little tiny BPR right here that price respects. So I liked this still. I still liked price whenever it came down and respected this. And then once it came into here, I was like, okay. And then it also formed a SMT. So seeing all these bullish confluences, there wasn't a there was really realistically not a doubt in my mind that we weren't going to go to the closest liquidity, which was this, right? I really thought that price was going to tap, boom, hit this BPR, boom, respect this one, maybe come back one more time, but we're going here no matter what. Just because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bullish confluences, you know, and that's when I'm like very, very confident in a trade. That's when I'll be the most confident in a trade is when we and respecting bullish or bearish confluences, and then all of a sudden everything turns bullish. That's when I want to look for a reversal trade. And as you can kind of see here, we have I expected this to be sell side of the curve, and then wanted to see this play out as buy side of the curve up to here. Back into managing the trade. We tap in, make this S&P. After that, I definitely put my stop loss to break even after we pushed out. Right here, I moved my stop loss to break even because we pushed out of the BPR after the S&P and everything else I was talking about. And then I think it was here. Okay, it was right here that we closed below this bullish BPR, and then that's when I closed out. So technically, I guess I made a little bit of profits, but it wasn't necessarily a winning trade because full TP didn't get hit, which was my plan, which was what I thought, and I thought wrong. So I did not get it right, but I didn't necessarily lose anything on the trade. Price action was very wonky today. Like I really would have just liked to seen everything get respected like it should have, because price if we why would we use these confluences if they constantly get disrespected? We use them because we know that they get respected. Um, and so I kind of just I don't know got played on this one. It's totally fine though. I guess my draw on liquidity was correct. That will wrap up the video, everyone. As you can see, I unfortunately did not get my full TP to hit, but I did not lose anything on the trade, so that's the best thing about risk management is that while you're in the trade, you can kind of manage your trade, make sure that you win more than you lose over time. If you learned anything, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe. Helps me out a lot, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to go to my Instagram, to my TikTok. You can go join my Discord. It's free to join. And that's pretty much it. Stay safe trading, and I'll see y'all soon. Have a good day.